there is free will in man. God did not keep the tree from Adam, but he simply warned him to keep away from it. And Paul says this in 1 Corinthians, "No temptation has overtaken you, such as is common to man, but God is faithful, who will not allow you to be tempted beyond what you are able. But with the temptation will also make the way of escape, that you may be able to bear it." God certainly gave Adam a choice in the matter, and he also provided a way of escape. There was no burden beyond his ability to bear. And that brings us to point 3 in this particular point, the knowledge of good and evil. To finish our 3 points of this particular verse, we return to the thought, from whence comes evil. What we need to do is to simply think these verses through. Of the tree of the knowledge of good and evil, you shall not eat. Man was given free will. From the context of what we've looked at so far, this is absolutely certain. And those who deny this point have failed to come to the text with clear eyes, and instead they're wearing either rose-colored glasses or blue glasses or whatever. They are not seeing the page as white, and they preach and teach from such a clear and obvious and carefully worded statement from God. However, this free will was given and it was exercised in a state of innocence. If he hadn't eaten of the tree of the knowledge of good and evil, then he didn't have what? He didn't have the knowledge of good and evil. In fact, as we'll see in chapter 3, when we get there, 2 obvious things occurred when Adam ate of the fruit. First, he became more like God, not less, at least in one sense. And secondly, he became aware of right and wrong. It says here, "Then the Lord God said, Behold, the man has become like one of us to know good and evil." Adam was told to not eat of this particular fruit or he would be punished. At the time, he was in a state of innocence, not knowing good from evil. But innocence, as I said in the sermon last week, does not negate guilt. And that